One more thing, because I think this is significant that we need to talk about. We haven't brought his name up. Okay. It's not just because I'm saying this because I'm an LSU guy.
Okay.
Who has been the number one outside of Sharon Moore? Who has been the number one guy that everybody has mentioned for the Michigan job?
It shouldn't be Brian Kelly,
but it has been Brian Kelly, has it not?
It has been, and
all right, let's talk on it.
Okay. I know that you have talked about it a lot, and
more than I wanted to
take a little bit of off your shoulders. I agree with you completely. There are enough blatant signals that this guy is not leaving. He literally just signed the top quarterback recruit in the state of Michigan, from the state of Michigan, to come play for LSU. Why the F would that kid sign if he knew that this was coming?
He didn't sign, but he
committed. Why the F would he go through all this to get the kid to commit after everything if he knew that eventually he was going to end up at Michigan? He would have said to the kid, hey, wait a little bit. If you want to come play for me, just wait like a week, and then we can revisit this. That didn't happen. All the money that has been spent on the coaching staff, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. All of it. And also on top of that, the amount of money and resources that you're going to have at LSU is way more than what you're going to have in Michigan. Are the expectations slightly lower? Yes. But I think that's kind of lame for Brian Kelly to jump to Michigan and to assume that he's trying to evade higher expectations. He's been at 2 jobs with high expectations. Why the hell is he suddenly cowering from it? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Just because the guy coached at Central Michigan 20 years ago, for some goddamn reason, he's brought up in the conversation. He's not even from the Midwest. That's the stupid thing I keep hearing. People ask me, wait, is he from Illinois? Is he from Ohio? He's from Boston. It doesn't make any sense. He's not going there.
Smart Park.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Boston accent.
He does not have the Boston accent whatsoever. All right. Let me just say this, because I've talked about this way too much, because I covered the damn team. It makes no sense for him for one reason and one reason only. Why would he go there if sanctions are about to, now with something that we didn't talk about? Why would he go there if sanctions are coming from Michigan? Joe, he just donated $1 million of his own salary for an expansion at LSU football lives. It just doesn't make any sense to me. None of this has made sense. You know what does make sense? That being leaked so that he gets maybe a raise or an extension.
Or more financial backing to build out his assistant staff.
And he's gotten it. LSU is going to be the highest paid coaching staff in the country. They're about to look. I don't know how many LSU fans are in here, so I'll probably get away with being able to say this. They're going to hire a whole football front office like an NFL team. So the financial backing that Brian Kelly is about to get and has already gotten, and Joe, let's just call it what it is. Just going to say it like I'm just going to pull the Band-Aid right off. Quarterbacks that are number 1 recruits in the country don't go places for free. I mean, they just don't. He's gotten the things that he's asked for. Now, it hadn't looked pretty at times. He had to fire his whole defensive staff, but people came up to and boosters came up to the plate and said, what do you need? We want to get back to relevancy. I just don't think any of this makes sense. I think it was sourced by somebody who was constantly missed at LSU and religiously missed, even though that he's a high-profile guy. I will just leave it there. I don't think it makes any sense, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't see it, and Michigan fans would hate it. Now, if there is a realistic chance, I'm going to tell Michigan fans this: you better hire him over Sharon Moore. If there's a realistic chance, you should hire him over Sharon Moore.
I just want to add this, though.
Okay.
As much as logic makes sense, the only thing that holds me back slightly is that you and I fought about Denbrock leaving, and you were so adamant. Like, you were so adamant, and I believed you. I absolutely believed you. I was like, yeah, Blake's right. Denbrock is not going to Notre Dame. And the unexpected happened. The unexpected happened. I know it is. I'm mostly joking by saying that. That's the only evidence that I can maybe
I
point
didn't
to
say what.
where.
Hold on. I didn't say BK wasn't going,
Okay, you're saying it doesn't make sense.
and that I just can't see it. I
Okay.
never said that he wasn't going.
Okay. Well, regardless, I agree with you. I do not think with everything that this isn't a situation where, where like Harbaugh was, even it being publicly covered, going to the Chargers, there was it was a lot of tea leaves, it was a lot of like, what's he going to do? Do we know what's going to happen? Brian Kelly he's been so blatantly in the open committed to LSU and building LSU and getting them ready for next year and for the future. It just does not make any sense. Bringing up Dabo for Alabama makes sense because Clemson has not done dick this whole offseason. They haven't done anything. They have done the bare minimum necessary.
He committed to the Illuminati.
Right. He's done the bare minimum necessary to produce a good football program in the ACC. I mean, heck, I didn't even have Clemson written down in my ACC championship predictions. He made sense with Alabama because, you can make that argument of he wasn't doing anything because maybe he knew something. Brian Kelly doesn't do all that shit and then have the intention of, waiting for that phone call to come. He just doesn't.
Let me ask the stupidest question of all time.
Okay.
Do you pick up the phone and ask Nick Saban, what would it take?
No. No. I mean, he did. Honestly, I think that Saban going to Michigan is in the same line as bringing up Brian Kelly going to Michigan because it's the same shit. He coached in the Midwest once. He makes sense.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If Nick Saban said I wanted $25 million a year in your Michigan, do you do it?
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts.